Hi everyone, and welcome. Is there a full moon or an eclipse, or is just someone mooning us tonight, Wineboy? Because it is a strange things going on in the world today.
Very true, but I'm excited to be here.
Oh, Wineboy, how much alcohol have you had already?
I have had a little bit, not gonna lie.
Good. I love slurry Wineboy because that way I get a credit at the end. Anyways,
Only gonna get worse.
folks, right now we're not pulling your chain or yanking your cord or choking your chicken, whatever you prefer. In what
Flogging the dolphin, spanking the monkey.
Okay, well, those are fun too. But we do love pets and we love animals. We would never harm one. We just wanted to say that in a disclaimer. However, it is Wineboy and I, Sureg'ay extraordinaire. Cecil is out of town for real. This is just like I was out of town, but that was for real, but I was able to make it last week. But in all seriousness, we want to send our hearts out to Cecil's producer's better half, who rarely watches the show. In fact, I think he's seen 1/10 of a minute of one of our episodes. Anyways, he recently lost his father, and so Cecil is with his producer's better half, consoling him and the family. So our hearts go out to Cecil's producer's better half and Cecil and his producer. Our hearts go out to them, and so feel free to share your love privately. But he was not able to be here tonight, but we do have a special guest host to help me out because this is not easy. I need help in all sense of the form.
I am right here.
I know, but you never show your face, and I need to look at someone manly, and I need someone.
I thought you were more of like a light switch person. You know, keep it in the dark. Turn the light switch off.
Yes, but I do like to see facial reactions, and I think the folks at home like to see me have someone react to some of my hilariousness.
I do think they like facials, so it's true.
All right, it's already almost been 15 minutes. We digress. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you've seen her before, and you know her, and you love her, and I love her too. And like I said, I have to talk to someone somewhat manly. So please welcome Rosie, the nosy neighbor, as my special guest host tonight. Hi, Rosie.
Hello. How are you? I'm so excited to be here, but I'm also very nervous. Viewers, be gentle. It's my first time.
Well, you should be excited and nervous because, I mean, not everyone gets to have a night with me and while Wineboy's watching.
I'm the creepy guy in the corner smoking a cigarette.
Every girl's fantasy.
So Rosie, it's so nice to have you. First of all, let me say thank you. And, you know, like they always say on all the news shows, mark my word, from now on, when you watch a news show, they always come on and go, well, thank you for having me. And I'm like, why do you always start with that? Come up with something new, people, on a news show. But
the only person I thank for having me is my dear mother.
Well, she is a wonderful lady. So cheers to her as well for having you and letting me borrow you tonight. I feel like I'm cheating on Cecil, and who would have ever thought it'd be with a woman?
Oh, I'm glad I could be your first.
Well, you're not my first. I don't know if you've ever seen the show, but I'm married, and I am faithful and loyal. I never cheat on my wife.
Got it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hi, Marion Librarian.
There we go. Let's check in with the viewers.
No, we got to go into our intro. God, it's like we don't know anything.
Shit the bed. You're right. Yeah. Thank you. See, I'm on. Hey, Rosie,
I'm here.
Thank you for joining us. And ladies and gentlemen, live from the internet. This is where you say it's Hot Topics.
We'll do it all together.
It's Hot Topics with Rosie.
Perfect.
Roll
Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay. Wineboy.
Sorry, I'm knocking stuff over. Lord. Anyways, well, let's just get right to it. Hi, viewers, and welcome. Let's check in. Chris Congdon, hello. Who else is here? Hollywood Smith.
Smith. Hey, girl.
Oh, these saying more things. I don't know. I'm just clicking people. Hi, Rosie. Oh, everyone's here.
Hello, doll.
Roll call, Rosie,
Roll
roll call. Well, it's nice. Thank you, viewers, for joining us. Don't forget to share, to comment. We love your comments. We love your likes. And don't forget to share this on your Facebook page and tell a friend about us. Cecil will be back next week if the show is on. You never know with us.
I might get us canceled. That's
Look, sister, if I've never gotten us canceled, it'll never happen. Trust me.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
The things that Cecil has said, Sureg'ay, how dare you? Those are those moments. And we never
Let me know if my background gets too loud because my daughter is still awake. So
don't worry.
Just let me know.
We will gladly let you know.
My wife wanted to remind everybody that she's also drunk, so you might hear a random drunk person in the back as well. So
yes, if you'd like to donate to our Wineboy Baby Benadryl Fund, you can cash up us. We will gladly integrate the baby as well. See, Rosie.
Well, we have Gail Blackmer here. We have Luann Jenner. Hello, hello.
Hi, Luann Jenner. Thanks for having a baby.
Is it
really appreciate it.
My parents actually used to put bourbon on my gums when I was gumming, when I was like teething, and
Sure.
That's where your alcoholism started.
I do like whiskey, and bourbon is delicious. I'm actually drinking a rye right now. It's very good.
Rye not. So let's raise a glass to everyone. I have a special wine tonight that I picked out at the wine store because I knew I was going to have a female guest host, and so I thought it was very appropriate to have, especially being Rosie, that I was drinking She Bangs. It says the whole shebang, but of course I only see She Bangs. So, anyways, Rosie, I'm banging you tonight with this wine glass.
Thank you.
Rosie, what are you drinking tonight?
I am William hung like a horse. So,
William, do tell.
Wait, isn't William Hung the Asian guy from American Idol or whatever?
Yeah, that was the song he got famous for. You know.
Oh, I would have never pictured him hung like a horse. But
he got a record deal from that. It's for him.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something flat. Throwback Thursday. Raise your glass. Rosie, you probably know this because you drink every Thursday as well. Oh, look at you. Even have a Hot Topic wine glass. I wonder how you got
I have to represent.
Anyways, cheers, everybody, and welcome to the show this week. Cheers. Like a chime from church.
I love it. I love
God.
hearing that. God, I love hearing that. It's like time to go to school, time to go to class. Let's have some fun.
It sounds like Harry and Meghan came back to the country. That's what that one sounded like.
That's the one everyone likes. That's number one.
You know what?
It's
speaking
just
of
a
that,
little incessant.
it just reminded me. I forgot.
Ugh.
Speaking of Harry and Meghan, welcome and babies. They had a baby girl this past week, and her name is Lilith, which is the nickname that the Queen only. I don't know if she's happy about them using it, but anyways, it was supposed to be a tribute. So Lilith, don't remember the rest. Do you remember her name? Did you hear?
I didn't even know they had a baby.
Well, we had a baby. It's a boy. No, it's a girl. Lilibet. Thank you, Luann Jenner. God.
That sounds like the town from Gulliver's Travels.
Well, all right. Anyways, it is Lilibet Diana. That's right. Thank you. How could I ever forget? Lilibet Diana, in a tribute to the Queen and to obviously Princess Diana. So I love how you just said Lilliput Diana. Yeah. Yeah, no, not Lilith. We got that. It's Lilibet. But it's the nickname oh my Lord. This is why I need a fluffer and an intern. What's the prince that just died?
Philip?
Thank you very much. My God,
You're
you got
welcome.
one right. Thank you, Rosie. My God, so you do know something.
I do know some things. Just
Philip called her Lilibet.
very
It's
disjointed
her nickname that
bits of
only a few people
information.
know. wine fingers. Yes, trust me, Luann Jenner. We know all about wine fingers. That's all. Okay, so they had a baby, and we're excited for them, and that's wonderful. So I forgot about that. So I'm glad that you played those bells because it reminded me. But moving on, we have our hot topics that have been happening this week. First of all, our President Biden is off on a tour to basically tell the world, hey, we're not a big fuck up. Can you, like, in the words of Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of I almost said Ukraine, UK, he said today, it's so nice having President Biden here. It's like a breath of fresh air. He said it was a breath of fresh air. And when I heard him say that, I thought to myself, we couldn't agree more. English version of Donald Trump. He really is. I just look at him, and he even has a hot young wife.
Yeah, didn't he?
That was an amazing impression, by the way.
That was awesome.
Thank you. As you know from watching the show, I am quite the imitator expert impersonator. Wasn't he like all about Trump before too? Like he was like on his bandwagon. He was at first because he was trying to get, because Trump supported him when he was being elected.
Oh, okay.
And then it just went kind of downhill there, just like most normal people. I use that term loosely. He got to see the real true colors. And if you actually just paid attention to him a little bit, you'd be like, okay, Trump's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and full of shit.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, so by the end, he was like, he wasn't, he knows how to, as everyone knows, if you say something bad about Trump, then you become the topic, So if you just let it go and don't say anything about him, then Trump won't attack you. And then you can just be like, oh, screw him behind his back.
Not gonna lie, the only thing I remember from him was like Brexit, and then like the fact that his hair was just as crazy in the wind as Trump's hair.
Oh yeah, no,
and you're just like, oh, you guys are like the same thing, and that's really all I remember.
Okay, well, anyways, I thought I had a picture. I guess maybe my producer didn't send you a picture of them, but anyway, so he's meeting with the Queen tomorrow, Biden, and meanwhile, Kamala Harris was in Guatemala. I think it was Guatemala. God, I feel like I'm doing this show by myself. This is my hand.
I did read she was in Mexico recently, but I don't.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where she is currently. I don't know her life.
She's across the border. Anyway, she was meeting with the president with crutches. I forgot what president that was, but he's on crutches, and maybe he had polio. I don't know, but that's usually when they use those. Basically, she's just talking about we're trying to address the problem and fix it in the country so that you don't want to go. And she then stated to the immigrants and that don't come. I'm telling you, don't come. So I was glad that she stood her ground and didn't, because Republicans want to just pounce on that and think that we just open the door like, Black Friday at the Target, but that's just not how the borders really are. And that's not how we want that. We want legal, crossings, not
some kind of, yeah.
Well,
I think, my only biggest thing with the whole border stuff was like, when Trump was president, you had like a lot of people showing the pictures of kids in cages, and it was being misconstrued because you're like, well, Obama put those there, and then Trump's using them. And then now with Biden, it was like we all thought that was going to go away. And now that it's like not gone away, and it's just like almost as if they slapped like just a fresh coat of paint on things. I think it's where like I just have a hard time. Like I thought like that was going to stop. We were going to figure something out.
But you can't just stop it. They were already.
I know you can't.
It's not like those people that are in. They're still in cages. But they're in the same spots that they were. It a little more humanely and not just, ripping their kids out of their arms.
I think it's the only, but that's like the only thing that's
right now. Rip one out of your arms.
Whatever, yo. She's going potty right now. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, right.
I think it's the only difference I feel like is happening. Like they're not separating kids from their parents, but it's like they're still in the same location. It just says like bienvenidos, like in like a nice little thing on the. Bienvenidos means welcome in Spanish.
Look, it's a huge problem. We're not denying it's a problem, and there is no easy fix. But
There is no easy fix.
all
I
the
just wish
more reason why
Kamala
we need
went to
buy
the
more.
border.
You can't just
That's
go,
all.
no. It's like they're
True.
still coming over. You can put up a border wall. That's not actually going to do it. They were jumping over it with seesaws anyway.
It has never.
No, they were.
And
No,
it's only
they
a
weren't
visual
coming over that way.
anyways. It's like having uniformed cops at Penn Station. They're just there to make you feel safe, or TSA, but the real ones doing the work are behind the scenes or undercover and all the stuff you are not seeing.
No,
So
100%.
Exactly. It's loss
that's why-
prevention at Target.
But do you
But
think that it would have
that's
been
why-
better? Can I ask you a question? Do you think it would have been better if Kamala actually went to the border and actually at least
Why?
went?
But she's
Because
already
they-
been to the border.
No, she wasn't though. She hasn't gone to the border.
As vice president.
That's what I'm saying. But as vice president, do you think that she should have gone? I think that would have helped with the image. Maybe not the problem, but the image, and it would stop the Republicans from saying she
First of all,
still isn't
it's-
gone.
It's not going to stop. That's because that's the only thing they have to hold on to. First of all, she's going to the root of the problem and trying to, and I give her credit for that. Look, Biden sure as shit put it on her plate and was like, you know what? Why don't you handle this? One of the hardest things to deal with right now.
No, for real. I think so too.
So-
But how do you tell other countries what to do? I mean, I know we're America. We kind of do that anyway.
Because normally,
hello. Do you know
If
who
they
you're
don't do
talking
what we
to?
say-
This is very true.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, look,
I don't know. I think it's a tricky
America's
situation.
always had an issue, in my opinion, of playing God in other countries anyways. And at some point,
Yes, very much so.
not to change the subject, but in the same point, Biden brought up a good point today. He said, because he's sending 500 million vaccines to other countries. Because if you don't cure and help other countries that aren't able to do what we're able to do, then the variant is going to change of COVID and spread, and then we're going to be fighting it again. So it's the same thing as you've got to fix the problem in that country so that it doesn't keep coming back at us. So we're not just sticking a Band-Aid on it again. You've got to fix the drug and human trafficking and horrible problems. I mean, you're not going to fix them, but you can certainly try. And all you're going to do is end up slowing it down for the next president and vice president, really.
I'm with you there. I think I'm
just going to the border and going, look, everybody, I'm at the border. Cash app alert. Send your immigrants our way. I mean.
But I think that could have. Hold on a second. There was a baby with a loud cell phone walking around. Okay, no, but I'm with you there. I just like taking away ammo from the other team, so they can't use it. That's my only thing. But I do agree with. I like us helping people. I hate us policing people. I don't think that we should be Team America World Police. That's not our job.
Absolutely.
Even though it's becoming
but sometimes we have to be. Look.
Yeah. But I agree. Let's move on.
The problem is not going to be solved in one episode of Hot Topics. Trust us.
That's a lie. We solve all problems.
They're on the right track by trying to stop the problem at its source rather than going. I mean, we just spent 4 years of claiming it only as the border. And then COVID came across the borders. So a wall was never going to help that.
No,
let's stop focusing on a GD wall and actually fix the frickin' problem in those countries. And if all else fails,
I mean, that's how
then
we handle things here. I mean, it's like with the homeless crisis too. You just kind of push them back, sweep them under the rug, and then eventually it just becomes a pile that you trip over every day.
That's
literally true in New York lately. That pile has gotten bigger, and I don't mean to sound inhumane, but the homeless situation in New York is
even in California, because I was listening to these guys talk about California. But that's literally what Giuliani did. When I was living in New York, my father told a story about how when he was going into this, because we lived on Long Island, he took the railroad into Penn Station, and he was like, every day I'm walking over homeless guys, bums, all this stuff. They're pissing shit and everywhere. And he goes, Rudy Giuliani came in, and the next Monday they were all gone. Now what he did was literally round them all up and ship them to Jersey. That's literally what he did, just relocated them. He didn't fix the problem. He just made it someone else's problem. So it's not good,
Well, anyways,
I'm
Again,
just saying, like, it's
that is the
interesting, like,
whole core
yeah.
of this entire subject, whether it's
The
COVID or
American
whatever.
way.
That's why you have
Yeah.
to work together. It isn't, the Earth isn't just one country, you know? Again,
flat.
I'm going to go back to what I was saying when COVID happened, and then the whole world shut down, you know, because we forget that we always think, oh, America has a problem, America has a problem. No, the whole world had COVID, and Mother Nature was like, I'm hitting pause on Earth. Y'all need to take a chill pill. And then we did. And so I just always have to remind myself that the whole Earth was put on pause, not just America. So that's when we all have to remember.
I don't know if we necessarily took a chill pill during the whole thing.
Well, some people needed to take birth control pill.
We took an enema.
Right on cue. Anywho. And I get to say anywho all I want tonight. So there.
Let's move on to the eclipse.
Thank you very much. God, you're very good because that is right in our notes. Let's uplift this program. Viewers, how you doing? I love you and I miss you, and I hope you're getting a little bit buzzed. We're moving on from those politics because there's other things happening in the world. And speaking of Mother Earth, did you get up this morning? There was a solar eclipse this morning called the Ring of Fire eclipse. Did you get up this morning, Rosie?
I did not. I heard about it. I was really excited for it. And then I saw it was at 5:23 in the morning and I said, ew, no. So I absolutely did not see that at all.
Well, I got up this morning and
Luann Jenner is confirming though that it wasn't visible in Florida, so you couldn't see it anyway. So
it wasn't
glad I
visible in
slept
New
in.
Jersey because I forgot about it and I got up that early to go to the bathroom because at my age you have to do that at that time in the morning. So thank God for news clips and people that, you know, don't drink wine at night because they did get up and they had some fabulous pictures. Wineboy, do you have some of the pictures of the
Ring of Fire?
Ring of Fire eclipse? It's an annular. Apparently we've lost Wineboy. He was attacked by Chucky the Child Baby. Oh, there it is.
Did you say anally?
Annually.
Anally.
The name.
Oh,
by the
right.
way, so Ring of Fire eclipse pictures would be.
Did you give me pictures?
Oh my God!
You didn't send me any pictures of it.
You didn't check.
Oh, I'm gonna check right now.
I'm glad that I am not the only one who was not prepared this evening.
Oh, my producer's always prepared. A little frazzled, but prepared. I swear those pictures got sent, but maybe not. Oh, crap. Hold on. Well, never mind. Well, Google them, ladies and gentlemen, because apparently those pictures did not go through before showtime.
They did not go through. What was it again? What was it called?
The Ring of Fire eclipse. It's real pretty. You'll just have to take our words for it.
Hold on. Let's see if internet works for me.
Spectacular.
It does work. But the name.
Oh shit, that looks dope. That's like something like out of Doom.
There's
Why
like-
don't you show it?
These are the
I'm
pictures.
about to, bro.
It takes a little more on his end than just popping out a baby. The name. Oh, okay.
Is that it?
Yeah. Well, the one with the
I don't know if that's that
Where-
specific one.
down
but-
below it is where it looks like a moon.
That guy?
No, the with the Capitol building.
You
Right.
get the idea.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it really looked for the most part. I mean, it did eventually cover it a little bit, but
I mean, those look like that book cover of Dune, right? Or what's that one book
sure,
cover?
It does
and that's
look like
exactly what happened. So basically, I think the name annular comes from the Latin word annulus, which means ring-shaped. You know, like an anal.
Like a cock ring?
That's what I gathered from that. But anyways, so that's the Ring of Fire. I hope you got to see it this morning. The next solar eclipse will not be until 2024, when we can have Trump stare at it with no sunglasses again.
Oh, I agree with Sean.
I actually did go. I went all the way to South Carolina to see that.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then right before it happened, it got hazy and cloudy. I'm telling you, it was the biggest punch in the testicles.
I saw the solar eclipse in California a couple years ago. It was actually really weird. Like everything had like two shadows to it. Like you could see little eclipses on the ground in the shadows. It was
that the
very
one that
strange.
went like
Was that
nighttime
when you
in
were
the
doing
daytime?
to see?
Yes.
What were
Yes,
you
to
on?
both.
What were you on? You were seeing shadows in the ground.
I was, well, I mean, it was still daytime. It wasn't like completely night outside, but all the shadows had like little eclipse shadows inside of them. It was very strange.
Were they talking to you?
They were telling me to do things. I don't want to get into it.
Okay, all right. Well,
Anally?
that's an
Mhm.
after-hours show. That's for sure, Rosie. And we do have those sometimes. After
Hi,
hours.
Jeff Perry. How you doing?
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. You don't say hi to Jeff Perry first. I say hi to Jeff Perry first.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with the etiquette.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hey, Jeff Perry, what's going on? Hey, what's up, buddy? Okay, now it's
okay.
fine. Okay,
I
good.
agree, Jeff Perry. I should have asked. I was rude. Rosie,
Okay,
do you
well,
have any
hi,
new...
Jeff Perry.
Oh, okay, you can now. Jeff Perry, sorry, I keep cutting off my hair, and I deprived you all of my fabulous hairdo last week when I came from a sports game, and so I made sure I jacked it up extra high tonight and beautiful for you. So there's like your own Sureg'ay eclipse right now. Wait, watch this. You're welcome.
I see all the shadows. All the
Magnificent.
shadows. The
Oh,
shadows
trust me,
have
on Friday
shadows.
morning, I see a lot of shadows right here. So Rosie, what's going on in the neighborhood? Any new neighbor stories or anything? What's going on?
I don't know. Not too much has been happening. Kia bitch sadly moved away, so I don't really have anything to tweet about anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's kind of sometimes it's kind of like when you miss the drama. Although I don't want the drama of the last 4 years. I'll definitely take the sigh of relief. But I know. So now she doesn't. So now your neighborhood's just
No,
nice.
she doesn't give me any material. It's so sad.
Well, I know the feeling every week.
Jeff Perry, well, that's rude.
I have to make myself laugh.
I was reading Jeff Perry's comment. I was like, hold on. I just got insulted.
Well,
We all love Rosie.
I was insulting Cecil as well, but he's not here to defend himself. But I'm sure.
You
I bet
know
you he
what's-
watches. I bet he's probably watching this like my stepfather does everything else on Facebook. He just never comments. It's just watching.
Can I say something? Actually, I have something about a neighbor. Actually, I have a neighbor story.
Okay.
Oh, do
Yeah.
tell.
It's real quick.
Okay.
And kind of crazy.
Go ahead and start now.
Love
my wife came home from her job
Bummer for you.
and was taking. I know I should have get on the closet real quick. So
Heard
she
that.
was taking April out of the car seat and then closed the door and was grabbing some things. And as kids do, they kind of wander around and they're in the parking lot of her complex. And April went to grab something shiny. And my wife grabbed her real quick, was like, "You're not touching that. What even is that?" It was a live round. It was a bullet that had not been fired.
Where do you live? Pine Hills?
Yep. I live in an actually nice neighborhood, or I assumed it was nice.
Well, but you're in Florida, so there's that.
But yeah, it was a
I actually found a live
rifle
shotgun
round.
shell one time too, just on the ground randomly.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
I'm in New
Florida.
Jersey.
What do you want?
It is Florida. That is
And
true.
I'm in New Jersey, and all I find on the ground are homeless people that were shipped here from New York.
There you go. There you go. See, we all find something. But yeah, she found a live round.
They're not shiny.
No, that was crazy. And she
Wow,
called me while I
that
was
is
at work,
crazy.
and I just
She
was
would have
like,
put it in her mouth.
"That's the thing." Yeah, but we have dogs. Like this neighborhood our apartment complex is heavily animal dog friendly. Everyone's got a dog. We have a dog park, and I got so scared because like if you hit the primer on a live round, it
Sure.
goes off, and a
So what
dog's
do you
tooth.
do if you find that?
I don't
Put it back in
really
your
know.
cup.
I didn't know either. I found a shotgun shell and I just sort of left it where it was because I was like, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to
See, that's the
sign any
New
paperwork or anything.
That's literally the New Yorker in me. Is like, I don't want to get involved. It's not my problem.
Just
Ew,
mind
David.
this.
But I told her, like, call the complex and tell them to come get it. And so she did. And they didn't come get it. It was still there the day later. And then when she was leaving to go to work again, because then I was with April, my daughter, and hanging out. And she called me again, said it still was there. I just called the complex again, told the guy where it was, and he said it wasn't there anymore. And when I was leaving with my daughter to go to the park to play,
Right.
it was gone. Just gone.
Oh, okay. I
So,
thought he
I
was
don't
just
know.
lying. I thought he was like, yeah, we looked, we didn't see nothing. And
I literally thought he was lying too, because I was like, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna find this fucking thing.
because they totally would, right?
If it was still there, I was gonna pick it up and go to the front office and be like, here you go. This was in the parking lot. My daughter almost grabbed it. So, but yeah, fucking shit, right? Florida
Sean
man.
Armstrong would like to compliment Sergey on the Dan Levy hair.
Well, trust me.
I agree.
Alexa, you could be Alexa. I could be Dan Levy, or I could be
Ew.
David.
Dan Levy is very funny.
Ew,
So
David.
that is a big compliment.
I'm right here. Thank you, Sean Armstrong, for that wonderful compliment, and I'm a huge Schitt's Creek lover. Anyways, we have
That's a great
Rosie. Guess what? We have Cash App Alert.
What?
I know, isn't it nice to have money put in your G-string? It's so nice. Thank you,
it.
Christopher Congdon, for $15.68 for pizza rolls for Wine Baby. They're laced with Benadryl tonight. And so we thank you for the Benadryl for Wine Baby tonight, because Wine Baby apparently had a Red Bull in her bottle while sucking on her 38 caliber bullet. Jesus. I mean, first of all, yeah, welcome.
Hey,
Can
do
we
not judge Floridians on how they raise their children.
Okay, first of all, Rosie, let me just correct you on that. Nothing says more Florida than getting a bullet out of your baby's hand in a parking lot. So
First of all, she didn't have it in her hand. She was going for it because it was shiny.
Like, what is that? You can't grab
It's like the same thing with the chicken wings. She never ate chicken wings. It's just now that's what everyone associates with her.
That's right. I've heard many times. My pit bull never actually ate the child. It just kind of...
No, don't even. Pit
Molded a
bulls.
little.
Pit bulls are not like that. I am against this conversation. I love pit bulls. It's the owners that make the pit bulls aggressive.
That
Fuck
is a
the
true
owners.
statement. That is a true
That's
statement.
We love
true.
animals here.
It's all about
And
training.
no offense, but I would totally hit Mr. 305 like a pinata in front of Gail Blackmire. Okay.
What about Flo Rida, or AKA Florida?
No, Pit Bull is Mr. 305.
I know he's Mr. 305, but Pitbull and Flo Rida,
No,
they
Flo
hang
Rida,
out together.
Okay, so speaking of Flo Rida, are you all familiar with NFTs, this new craze? It's NFTs or WFTs or whatever they are.
I'm
What
trying
is
to
this
understand it. It's like digital
Correct.
art.
It's like
Right.
basically the best way to describe it is like it's a video clip. For example, if you'll remember on a previous episode, I mentioned about Charlie, you bit my finger, and it really.
Oh, yeah, right.
Ow, Charlie. All right, so they sold that NFT for like $750,000. So an NFT is a video clip that basically becomes like a baseball card collectible. It can no longer be like you own it. So it's, I guess, like also like the Beatles album was owned by Michael Jackson, and
So is it
things like that.
copywriting?
Or
Yeah,
Happy
like-
Birthday.
so you're buying the copyright? Is that what you're saying?
Basically, but it's the video. So then the video goes off the internet, supposedly. It just sounds a little odd, but it's
But like,
the new
what
thing.
do you do with that then? Like, what is just to have it?
I guess
Just to have like a 3-minute video of
Charlie bit my finger. Yeah, but there's all kinds of ones. So they're making them now. So Flo Rida, that was my segue there. Flo Rida is making one, and they were interviewing him. He's doing one now, and he hopes it sells for billions and billions. I don't know what's going to be in it, but he thinks it's going to sell for billions and billions. So maybe he's going to show his Flo Rida eggplant emoji.
Can you just say Flo Rida the way you said it a moment ago? You're like, Flo Rida? Like it was... It's
like
Flo
his
Rida.
first name is Flo and his last name is Rida.
Yeah.
Isn't
you
there
gotta,
a dash in it?
No, there's a space. We gotta say it all like Flo
There's
Rida.
a space between.
You gotta say what's some like base in it. You're like Flo Rida. Like you're like emphasizing the Ida.
It's his
Maybe I've seen too
newscaster
many
voice.
French fry commercials. Or
Is it Polk County coming out? Is that Southern twang coming out?
Flo Rida?
No, you got Rida. You gotta put some bass.
Oh.
You live in Jersey now. Come on, you're like, yo, Flo Rida.
So Luann Jenner is bringing up a point, and it's great that she does because she
This one?
majored in advertising and marketing. That they want to buy it to license for gifts.
Gifts. It's a
Gifts.
gift. Don't even
gifts.
start that.
Because
or
it's
T-shirts
graphic
and
is the first
merchandise and such.
So,
I
okay.
guess.
Well, whatever.
I don't understand this.
Oh, yeah.
New segment, Sergey
New
talks
segment,
British.
Sergey talks British. But we do need it. But I do like your effort to be new segment, and with that, we are going to go to a new segment. Twitter launched a thing called Spaces today, and I tried to quick. Okay, so here's some key points. I don't know what it is, but do you know about Spaces?
I don't.
Okay, well, that's what
I
I'm
do.
here for. Buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm going to fill you in so that you can stay in bed for all the eclipses from now on.
Fabulous.
So Twitter launches Spaces, which is live audio rooms to all users with more than, you have to have 600 followers. So needless to say, Hot Topics will probably not have that by the end of the week, a new Spaces thing. But Twitter on Monday launched Spaces, a feature that allows users to join virtual rooms where they can engage in real-time audio conversations with others. You know, kind of like what we're doing now. The company began testing Spaces in November 2020 with a limited number of users, but on Monday it will begin rolling the feature out globally to iOS and Android Twitter users who have 600 or more followers. The new feature will play a key role in Twitter's ambitious goal to grow its daily active user base to 315 million by the end of 2023. So that sounds more exciting than Hot Topics, and I'm kidding.
Do you know that? Oh, sorry.
Who gives a
You
shit
go,
about
Rousey.
who
Please,
wants?
please,
It's like
go ahead.
Zoom. Who
So, no-
cares?
This is actually in competition of an app that's called Clubhouse. Do you know about that? You know what Clubhouse is?
I don't understand Clubhouse, but a friend of mine, Victoria Cherie Bennett, is a big.
Ooh, Victoria.
She is a big user and
User of Clubhouse or user of
no,
drugs?
she's got a good following, and she's really good on there. So she does a great job at it. But I don't understand it, and
Here's
like
what's
I said,
going on.
I'm at the age where I need an intern and a fluffer.
So Clubhouse is the rival of this type of idea.
Okay.
Clubhouse is 100% what this is. People, celebrities, normal people would start a conversation and you can join in on that conversation. But the big scuttlebutt with Clubhouse was like, you can say whatever you want. And I'm pretty sure, if I believe, no one's really getting in trouble. And they were trying to figure out like how to do that. Are you trying to say there's a Cash App right now?
No, I was just giving subliminal messages. You said I could say whatever I wanted.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. So like
Cash App.
So then people were like just having hot topics on Clubhouse. And everyone was talking. So this is literally Twitter's answer to Clubhouse to get people not to go to Clubhouse and to stay on Twitter and have the same kind of platform, because that's what everyone does. You know, Instagram came out with Reels. It's really quick, 30-second stuff. YouTube came out with Stories, which is their answer to Instagram. It's all just this app wars kind of thing. That's all it is.
Well, I'm already bored with it, so we're moving on.
There you go.
I agree.
God, like, good luck with that, because I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's like, if I have one more Zoom meeting with a bunch of people, I swear to God, I'm just going to jump off a cliff. But luckily I'm in New Jersey and there's no cliffs close by.
Did you hear?
That was what I was thinking, Marion Librarian. That's what I was envisioning, like an AOL chat room in my head, but just with
100%.
video.
Yeah, without the pedophiles.
And it's like,
and the
this
creeps,
has been around for a while. I mean, even we had those party lines on the phone, you know. And
Oh yeah.
remember those?
party
Yes.
lines on the phone.
You don't remember the party lines on the phone? You 100% were around for party lines.
You
on the phone.
remember that? Don't play coy.
I honestly, it's not ringing a bell. Apparently, my
Really?
bells were wrong with those. But
No,
might have been
it's
an in between when I was like, switching to the big, large gray phone with a giant antenna, and it was
it
cellular.
might have been. Did you guys
I was
hear
like-
though?
I have one of those somewhere. It's probably in my attic, but
You brought up a thing. Did you guys hear that the internet like shut down certain websites?
yes,
they were
this
hacked?
was yesterday. And I will say this because one of my producers works part-time at Amazon, and it affected them as well.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
So it
Like-
was like Wall Street Journal, New York Times, CB. It was a bunch of like.
It was
news outlets,
Reddit.
mainly.
No, but it was everything. It was Reddit. It was all kinds of stuff. It was Zoom. Zoom got shut down. What do you here? I got a question for you too.
It wasn't hacked. It wasn't a hack situation. They don't think it wasn't terrorism or anything like that. But it was a server issue that they're all, they're all everyone's getting a wake up call right now. So you had the meat factory that got ransomware. You have
Jeff Perry remembers party lines.
Yeah, but I think the 1-800 party line, I feel like that's something I would write in like when I was a 12-year-old, like 1-800 boobs, and you got like that lady's like, hi, what would you like to talk about? And I was like, and then I just hang up.
Like I see late at night, they're like, you want to meet local singles in your area? And
yeah,
it's like, give us your credit card number, and
I see that on the internet also on certain websites.
I remember the hot top 5 at 9 on Q105 when I was in Florida. That'll ring a bell for some people. And I used to take my tape recorder and stick it next to the radio.
Yes.
Michael Jackson. When I remembered that time when I was really listening to the top 5 at 9, this will date me for sure. The top 5 at 9 was Michael Jackson's Beat It. Any Money's We Gonna Rock Down to Electric
Avenue.
And then we'll take it higher.
Oh,
Those are some of my favorite songs in the whole wide world.
In New York, we had the Hot 9 at 9, and I did the same thing. I would press record on my cassette player.
Yeah.
And I didn't back then. Yeah, and then you'd make a mixtape and send it to a girl you liked or a boy, and hopefully they felt the same. Otherwise, they go, "Here you go," and they hand it back to you, and you feel crushed.
All right.
Thank you, Sue Christian. She says none of us look old enough for party lines.
We
remember.
That's
Just
why
like
I don't
Pepperidge
remember
Farm, we remember.
Thank you for Sue Christian for making them realize that I am very useful. Anyways, so you look great though, Rosie, for obviously what your age must be. Because if you remember party lines and I don't know what to tell you. So we have so many things to talk about. We skipped over bed. I was about to say something else, and then you brought up party line again. Wineboy. Twitter. Nope, that's done.
Did you want to go to sports?
Oh, let's talk about is that
or entertainment?
Oh,
entertainment. Sorry,
let's talk about entertainment. So there's some fun things going on in entertainment. There were in my notes somewhere. So this weekend, the In the Heights movie. Are you excited to see that? Do you even know what that is?
Vaguely, I've heard of it.
Well, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda and the from Crazy Rich Asians joined up forces, and they came up with the movie In the Heights. And even Oprah was like, "In the Heights," which sounds very similar to Cash App Alert. Don't forget, you can tip all of your friendly hosts tonight to help us with our wine and all of that. So thank you always for your support. You can Cash App us, whether it's $1 or $2, whatever you want. Every little dollar help us keep the show going on. And we promise to share with Cecil. We will. Okay. So anywho, In the Heights movie's coming out. It looks really good. I love Latin music, and believe me, dancing to it, and all of those good Latin tunes, and they look sexy, those people on the streets.
Question, do you like dancing to Latin music, or you like dancing to Latin boys? I mean, people.
All of the is D, because you forgot. Do I like dancing and also sipping on a margarita? So D, all of the above.
Copy.
Yeah, there's some eye candy in that movie from the previews I've seen. So I may watch a few Latins bump fuzz this weekend. I don't know. Well, they don't normally have fuzz. But
this isn't like the West Side Story version, right?
I think it's just the uncut version.
Okay, because like I remember they were shooting a West Side Story.
Some of my gays will get that.
Is that with Spielberg? I think it's with Spielberg. Sorry, I misspoken. I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, that's West Side Story. They're actually remaking that. That comes out later this year or next year. I don't even know what year it is anymore because of COVID-19. But that I think we're all like, seriously, this is crazy.
Marion Librarian wants. Oh, Cash App Alert!
Come on, grab your titties, do something. I mean, come on, let's get this show rolling. Your crop. I can't even see any titties or anything. Sorry. That's the show. Oh, sorry. Don't
You gotta
go too
lean
low.
back really far in the chair, though.
Oh, are those wine glasses?
What?
What's on your robe?
It's like flowers and stuff.
Oh, it's Florida. Okay. Sorry, if you were moving so fast, it was a blur. They look like wine glasses. Everything looks like wine glasses at this point in the show to me.
I love the Stay Puff in the background.
Oh my God, we literally only have 15 more minutes, and we really have to move along. But I do have to give a shout out. Sue Christian, thank you so much for your Cash App alert. It said $20 for the Wineboy calendar. My internet is moving slower than Mitch McConnell coming out of his shell tonight, so I apologize. But thank you, Sue Christian. And it's for the Wineboy calendar. And that's why he's not on camera tonight. He's doing sit-ups tonight. He is going to be buff for you all later on. Okay, so we have a couple of things to get to. Wineboy, I hope you can still hear me. I don't know if you're nursing the baby with your one little with a round of buckshot or what, but
I'm here.
Okay, so we're going to go on to You Go Girl, which just happened today, which was a fun segment. So, Wineboy, if you're ready,
I'm ready.
You go, girl.
You better work.
Oh, that was Sue Christian's baby sugar bear there. Anywho, so this week, it happened today while the president was on tour. I mean, if anything is just a picture is worth 1,000 words of how far we've come just in simple gestures, for God's sakes. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden wore a blazer on her tour today to visit that said love on the back. You'll have to figure this out for yourself. There you go, Rosie. I'm not normally on this side, so I was like, why is I got to lean the other way.
I have to say, it is very disorienting being
welcome
opposite.
to our show. Anyway, she had love on the back. And when they asked her about it, she said, I thought it was appropriate to bring love to other countries. I mean, hello, fresh. But it's such a different contrast to, if you'll remember, when the First Lady had, I really don't care, do you, on the back of her jacket, while she was speaking of the border, to meet with the children that were locked in cages. I mean, is there at some point, can we remind you that someone goes, maybe I shouldn't wear that? So our You Go Girl for today, this episode is Dr. Jill Biden. And put that picture up again because she's getting it. And there it is. Because you know what, everyone, love is the answer. So thank you, Dr. Jill Biden. You go, girl. That was a nice segment. God.
It's, they are the First ladies are generally known for wearing very ostentatious statement pieces. And I like the statement that our First Lady now is making a lot more. I have to
Absolutely. Well, I mean, remember when Michelle Obama wore a sleeveless dress for the first time and Republicans lost their heads?
Oh, my God, they lost their shit.
We wouldn't want to give them anything to talk about, like maybe she should go to the border, whatever. They're going to find something to nitpick about, and that is stupid.
So hold on. So they got mad because they got mad because one lady wore her arms out, but then the next one had her tits out.
Well, she didn't have it out while she was in the office, but
I'm just saying. They're out.
Trust me. The ridiculous I want to throw up in my mouth statements that came out of some people in the last 4 years that were like, isn't she the most classiest First Lady ever? And I was like, no, not at all. Anyway, so that was our You Go Girl. But on that note, First Lady putting love. I think it's important for us to address, we're coming up on, and this is going to touch many people's hearts, especially because I don't want to bring it up, but it is a fact. It happened, and it was 5 years ago when it changed a lot of our lives. And the theme is love, and that is my point is that this weekend will be the 5th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub attack, and I know several of us, especially in the Orlando area, had people that they know. I know Wineboy, you also lost a very dear friend of yours in that shooting as well.
Yeah. So did Rosie. She's with that family that we have.
I had moved up north, and so unfortunately I did not have the pleasure of knowing Lewis, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Lewis.
one of the 49 souls that we lost that day, and there's some pictures of Lewis,
There he is.
the crew.
He is on the my right, I guess, the right side of the man in the middle. The man in the middle is Mike. He's one of his very good friends, but he's on the right side there. He was the one, if anyone remembers, he was at Disaster. Then he worked at Harry Potter at Universal, and J.K. Rowling's actually sent a very nice bouquet of flowers.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was very nice.
That's awesome.
All
I
red flowers.
forgot that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, she sent a very nice message for him. Wow. And I just want to say this, that like Universal, where he worked, actually they do have a nice tribute to the people that did work at Universal. Here's a picture of it.
Above the horror makeup show, correct?
Yeah, it's right by the horror makeup show, right by the gates that the parade will come in and out of. So if you walk down, if you come in through the main gates and you take a right, the first right you can down Hollywood Boulevard, and then you come all the way down. It's a little tucked.
There's a little Hollywood sign photo op that it's like right above.
Yeah, it's it's right above that. But it's there, and it's something that Universal did that I thought was very nice on their part with everything that was going on. Then they did do a tribute and such. But yeah, no.
I actually had moved out west about a year before that happened. So I was working out at Universal over there, and they did the tribute, via satellite. So we were involved at the same time as it was going on in Florida. So it was very comforting for me to be able to, in some way, in some capacity, be with my family at that time.
Yeah, and it was
I know that Lewis was one of 49. I know some of our viewers lost a friend as well. I know Sean Armstrong lost a dear friend, Eddie. There was just so many lives that were touched, and I think that on your note of how Universal did a nice tribute and J.K. Rowling, I would like to give props to our United States government, because today Congress votes to make Pulse nightclub a national memorial day, 3 days before the 5th anniversary of the attack on Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida. The U.S. Senate, Elizabeth, this is the big one, unanimously passed legislation designating the site of the gay club a national memorial. The House passed its version of the bill May 12th. The measure now goes to President Joe Biden, who has supported a number of pro-LGBTQ proposals and is expected to sign it into law.
That's amazing.
It's unclear when. So to the Pulse nightclub and to all the Orlando family and people that it really affected globally, it's a thank you, and to our United States Senate, thank you for finally coming through on something unanimously. So.
Yeah.
As Chris Cogden said, they finally agreed on something, right?
Finally.
Well, see, it is possible, and it can happen. So, Cash App alert! Speaking of, people come together.
Let's bring the mood right back up.
Let's
like a
jump
good
right back
porno,
up.
people come together. That's like a FedEx joke. Some of you all get that tomorrow. Anywho, Gail Blackburn sent us $10 for all capital letters, love. And you know what?
Yes.
Gail Blackmer is a first-class first lady as well, and so thank you for that very much.
Thank you.
Rosie, have you ever made this much money at SAC? Go ahead, sip your wine. That's what I
sip. Yeah, sip your wine. Sip your wine.
This is what we do in show business. We
Yeah.
sip and think and pause.
Can I say something?
You hope that see, it worked. I sip and then someone goes, "Can I say something?" And then I'm like,
absolutely, please
the
do.
show just moves on.
If I could say one thing, I'm agreeing with Sue Christian. I want to say something that's beautiful about Orlando. I think that our community is like so strong, and obviously what happened is incredibly terrible. And I just think that we have a great community, and I think that we are better than that. And I think that we came together, and I think that we still are. Like, it was so great. Like the other day, I actually worked a late shift, and I drive very far, and I drive through downtown Orlando, and just seeing so many buildings lit up in what we have behind we have it. It's right behind our pictures right here, our flag, the flag, this rainbow, and seeing so many buildings lit up like that. It's just like, my heart hurts, but it warms my heart at the same time.
Well, it was very, very touching, because I actually started following the event pretty much in real time as it was happening, because it wasn't even June 12th on the West Coast when it happened. So I was actually following it live, and it's very nerve-wracking, to worry about, if people I knew were okay and not being able to get a hold of them because it's the middle of the night. And but it was very touching to see the next day people lining up to give blood, to hand out snacks and cookies and water to people giving blood. It was just it was very touching to see the community come together. And
even in, like you said, in LA, I remember LA Pride Fest, they were like, we stand with Orlando and some of that. I remember seeing that picture. I saved that picture. I think it was on my phone. I don't know if it's still there, but it just sucks.
I didn't believe Caitlin Stevenson or Barrios, who she's not here today. I don't see her.
There's a lot of people that are missing.
Yeah, we're missing some people today.
Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on tonight, and
we need to wrap it up.
Oh, we have
Rosie, I don't know if you'll get to say this. We only have 15 more minutes. Literally less than that.
We have a lot less than that.
Anyways, props to Orlando and to the Senate for having a heart. And again, all we have to do is follow the First Lady's message right now. It's that simple. Love. And if love isn't your first gesture, then
it's like, I was saying this, I was literally saying this today. It's so easy. It's not hard.
It's just not hard.
Kindness is not hard. Just be kind. It's not hard.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
No. And it makes you feel better, and it makes the person feel better. So you know what? Viewers, I challenge you tomorrow. I want you to just go out and randomly compliment someone. Just, hi. People like hearing their name. When you're in a store and someone's wearing a name tag, say their name. Think about it. When you like hearing your name, I like Rosie. You look beautiful.
Caitlin Barrios, she is here.
You missed everything.
You missed everything, though.
You know my favorite thing to do is I like complimenting.
Rosie,
I like complimenting.
Rosie, compliment me back.
I like complimenting people's shirts. When I see a fun shirt and I'm walking by them, I go, "That's a cool shirt," and I keep walking. And they go, "Thanks, man."
I'm pretty sure you're like, "Hey, look at that! Look at the tits in that tank top." I'm pretty sure
it's mostly guys.
Okay,
some girls. I get yelled at when it's girls.
Okay. I mean, he still says that, but it's just mostly guys.
Okay. Whatever. Don't worry about it.
So, see, I complimented her. She didn't even say thank you. Thank you, Marion Librarian. Anyway, yes, Sue Christian. See. Well, not that we're starting a trend, but that's what's so beautiful about our viewers. We're already kind of on that page. We all already think love. That's why the last 4 years was so exhausting. But we're not going to talk about that anymore because it's so easy to just wear a jacket that says love, but then also do it. So tomorrow. Compliment somebody, not someone in your family, not someone. Don't be like, "I love you, I love you too." That whole crap. Where that happens,
That's
you have
cheating.
to compliment a stranger,
Stranger.
not in a creepy way. Yeah, maybe not a stranger. I mean,
No,
because
stranger.
in New
No,
York,
it has to be a
like,
stranger.
that bitch is either on their phone or they're crazy.
No, but in New York, you just be like, "Thank you."
Okay.
That's all.
So
Anyways, move
tomorrow,
on.
when you're in the
Scarf slap.
grocery store, anywhere else, call someone by their name if they, especially have the name tag, and say, "You know what, Sue, I love your smile." Something random like that. And Sue Christian, I do love your smile. So that's.
And
I
you
love
have
making
great
you
hair too.
I love making that woman laugh. She is a. She better be at my funeral because I'm gonna laugh in the casket because she makes me a happy person.
I like that you complimented his hair and he didn't even hear you. Like you gave him a compliment and he just kept talking.
Maybe
no,
when
because he's just so used to it, right?
Yeah, just keep talking.
I'm sorry. What?
She said you have nice hair.
I didn't hear her say it.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Rosie?
you have nice hair. I was actually going off of Caitlin Berrios.
Don't tell him that. We all knew that.
I actually
you don't
heard
have to tell
you both
him
the
that.
first time. I just wanted to hear it again. So that line never gets old. Okay, so hey,
Speaking
guess
of
what,
love,
Rosie? No, girl, no. I got to cut you off because it's time.
we got to go to scarf slaps, though, right?
Now you know what to do, and I got to change out of blueberry butter spread to. Sorry, I hope I didn't show you my balls. Fruity Pebbles. So, do you have your scarf?
I do.
Oh, what is that? A noose?
That looks like a
belt?
snake.
It's the closest thing I've got. Okay, I live in Florida. I don't need that shit.
Oh, well, if you look on the ground, you can find a bullet in case you need to stand your ground.
Oh, hello, Marion
really?
Brown. Thank you,
Rainbow?
Marion. Librarian.
What?
I'm talking to Marion Brown. I'm talking to you too.
Okay, it's just so hot. So I'm.
Put your damn scarf on and let's do this.
Okay, hold on. I was trying to get the arms right. Okay, so we have scarf slap tonight.
Hold on. Gail wants to know if Rosie's wearing her pants. Rosie.
Oh, was
Am
I? 'Cause
I
stood up.
not
I
wearing
didn't even know.
pants?
I don't know. I think she's asking if are you not wearing your pants because you said it's so damn hot in Florida.
I am wearing pants today.
Oh,
Okay, just wondering.
well, as I would tell Cecil, stand up, prove it.
No, don't.
Oh my God! If she. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay,
hello.
First of all,
Flexible.
Are you single? Because if you
You'll
can
have to
do that,
you'll have to sign on to my OnlyFans to see more.
There it is. Oh wait, hold on. No, she said no, Sergey. Sorry, wrong person. She said Sergey. Not Rosie.
Well,
Yeah, you were the one that was flashing your balls to me. I don't know why.
I am wearing pants. I just,
You can't put your.
Still can't see it.
You literally put your sweater over your pants. as
You
you
pulled
got
it down.
well, I didn't want you to. I didn't want you to see that I shoplifted. at the
I forgot to
produce
tell.
market earlier.
Hold on, real quick. Since we're talking about things we're wearing, Chris Condon. I'm actually wearing the underwear you sent me right now.
Well, you sure you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, folks, we're going. Rosie, welcome to our show. We're going long, but that's all right. The viewers are worth it, and it's
Way I
all
like
about
it.
love. Live, laugh, and love, but mostly love and laugh when I'm on the show. Anyways, so our first scarf slap tonight. So viewers, give us your suggestions. Rosie, if you have one, fine. If not, go back to bed and miss the eclipse again. Who cares? But the first one, welcome to my abuse. Poor Cecil. He's, you know what, Cecil, God bless you. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight for once. The first one goes to Matt Gaetz, in which everyone, I know you all just want to help me scarf slap that douche. But here's what the fun thing about what's happening to him this week. First of all, he's so dumb he doesn't even realize that a federal criminal probe basically is just quiet. He thinks he's already out of the woods. Girl, buckle up and put some more hair gel in because you are going to be Bubba's love sponge, that's for sure. Anyways, you know it's bad when conservative media outlet Newsmax, a favorite of former President Donald you-know-who, rejected embattled Republican U.S. Representative Matt Gaetz' request for a job.
Like recently?
A spokesperson for the website said on Monday, Gaetz contacted Newsmax early this year, and a source at the outlet said that was around the time that news broke Matt Gaetz was the subject of a federal investigation into possible sex trafficking of a minor. Investigators are seeking to determine whether Gates had sex with a 17-year-old, according to news reports and law enforcement who spoke with Reuters. He has not been charged with any crimes and has repeatedly denied wrongdoing, which is typical. But anyway, spokespeople for Gates, a vocal Trump supporter, had no immediate comment about any Newsmax job rejection. So, you know you're a douche when you are a conservative big mouth and you can't even get a job at Newsmax. So, scarf slap to Matt Gates. Scarf slap. Okay, Rose.
That was so
You
good.
nailed every one of those. It's as if you've watched the show. How come we've done that 45 times and Cecil and I will say, you nailed that. Like, perfect.
That was
I just was like it was my moment to shine.
Well, you shined. I mean, you are going to bring us into the NBA finals.
Nailed it.
Okay, well, maybe it's just because you're so used to using that whip that's around your neck. I mean, scarf. But
Jealous.
what is that pouring sound? Are you peeing?
Who, me?
I'm not.
I was pouring some more wine. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's see. We have Chris Cogden made a suggestion. Bill Burr.
Wait, who? Oh,
Those
Bill
guys.
Barr. Oh, Bill Barr.
Yeah, that's honestly how I read it too. And I was like, what did Bill Burr do? Oh, it's Bill Barr.
Wait,
I love Bill Burr.
Wilbur.
Who's Bill Burr?
I don't know what Bill Barr did.
I don't know.
Other
I
than
don't know what he
fuck
did
up
either.
the last 4 years.
Chris Condon said slap the Trumper and O'Reilly for planning Orlando invasion.
Oh, yeah. Can we just...
Are they coming to Orlando?
Yeah, so he's going to make us
Papa
late for
Bear
work
and Trump?
again.
Okay, so I did hear about O'Reilly and the other pussy grabber that are joining forces. I mean, what's Bill O'Reilly doing other than a podcast on StreamYard? I mean, who does that? But anyways, so I guess they're going. So fine, whatever. Good luck. I mean, remember the Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz tour? That one went over like a brick.
That's still happening, right?
Is
They
it
went,
still
to
going?
they went to like one or two spots. It was all in Florida, and then they kind of just like
Yeah. His sex trafficking ring is more popular than his tour with Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's all I'm going to say. So, all right. So, well, to
Let's
Bill
scarf
O'Reilly
slap.
and Trump, we'll just scarf slap him because we got to do something quickly anyways. So, scarf slap.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel that was my fault because I hit the push it and then like I fucked up my
But
thumb.
she also landed on that one. So I don't know what's going on in that little no pants roses on a robe happening.
You saw my pants.
I saw your rose. 2 roses above a bush, apparently.
It's true, though.
God. Anyway, well, someday maybe you'll make the calendar as well.
Oh my god, you guys missed it. I saw the comments. They were talking about the calendar for a while. I don't think they were watching the show because most of the audience were literally going, how do we make this happen? This is better happen. And Condon was like, we need to get Wineboy involved. But like, yeah.
Oh no,
the
it's
calendar?
happening.
Oh
It's
my
happening.
god.
The Wineboy calendar is going to happen. So anyways, but Cash apps always help that happen. So we need one more scarf flap before we sign off tonight, kids, because it's a school day tomorrow, and my producer has another callback. Just call him Mr. First Refusal and never books lately. But anywho.
Let's see. We have
This is the
Sean
best job I
Armstrong suggesting Meghan McCain. Pick a reason.
Yeah, well, every week, like she's,
Basically.
I need a reason because Meghan McCain. Oh, pick a reason or a quote. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'd have to go on the internet because there's a plethora of them. All right, so we're gonna lump all your suggestions into one. So Meghan McCain is our first one, and then who else, viewers?
Marion Librarian, scarf slap the idiots claiming getting the COVID vaccine makes people magnetic.
Hey, whatever works for you. I mean, people will get laid any way they can these days.
I'm just waiting for the 5G to kick in because my reception is terrible.
5G.
Yeah, I need that 5G to kick in my brain so we can
5G
get
sauce?
fried. No, the 5G internet, because that's apparently going to like scramble your brains.
Oh, right.
Have you heard that conspiracy theory?
Right. Well, no, I knew about the computer chip, because computer chips are so easily to put into a needle and stick into your. Well, I guess they are if you're a dog. Never mind.
Yeah, that's right. The people that thought that you're going to have computer chips. I literally had one dude ask me remember I told everybody about my episode that happened and it was not fun. My stroke /
Oh, right.
Oh, right, yeah.
One
other
guy.
time you stroke.
Yeah, the one guy goes, so do you think it's because you had the vaccine? And I was like, well, I didn't have the vaccine yet because I had fucking COVID. And actually, you could probably say the stroke happened because I had fucking COVID because it affects you, like Jeff Perry said, in the brain. So,
Rosie,
no.
did you ever
No, I
have
don't
COVID?
think so.
I never did. I got the vaccine. And
Just like Cecil.
I
it was
know.
just
See,
it was
you're
just
a
a
perfect
day of
fill-in.
sweating and sleeping, and then I woke up and my fever broke, and I was totally fine.
I get my vaccine a day before I go to my nephew's birthday party. So we're going to see how the second shot goes. Ugh.
Well, anywho.
Anyway, let's scarf slap some people.
So let's scarf slap all the QAnon conspiracy people and just your dumb next door neighbor who comes up with shit like that type of stuff. People who leave bullets on the ground for babies to suck on when there's perfectly good chicken wings that they could be eating.
You son
Meghan McCain. And to anyone who has just pissed you off this week, anyone so just scarf slap that anger out, and then tomorrow we go with love. So to all of that BS wrapped in a Meghan McCain condom, scarf slap.
That was
Rosie, I must say, folks, thank you for joining us. But Rosie, I must say, it has been an absolute pleasure. And thank you so much for filling in for Cecil. I hope that when I have an emergency, you would be kind enough to fill in for me.
Of course, dear.
Just don't do too good, because I don't want to be upstaged, or otherwise I will put a bullet in your grass for you to chew on. So anyways, I meant that threat as a compliment. Trust me, all of my friends know.
I only took it that way.
Oh, good.
Well, because she lives in Florida, so it's like
that's just how you greet your
it's
neighbor.
a greeting, yeah.
But not tomorrow. Tomorrow it's love. And hey, Rosie, you look beautiful. You don't look an day over 21.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Everyone's loving Rosie tonight. Oh man.
Well, I would love me some Rosie if she was in the room. Trust me, in the old days when we were in the same room together, Cecil would touch my leg and I would have to scarf slap him in the face, and I miss those days. So
I do have to say that I am kind of happy that we kind of skipped the Wineboy Whisper segment this evening.
Oh my god, we totally should have done it just because Rosie hates it.
Oh, well, shouldn't have said that. But now next week we're going to do it.
Not my
Rosie,
favorite.
again. Okay, so we are going to sign off tonight, and we ended. Thank you guys for joining us. There were so many topics, but only so much time. And thank you for our Cash Apps. You guys are not only monetarily generous, but you're generous with your time and showing up each and every week and spreading your love. So just like the jacket of the First Lady, we love you and we love everyone. On behalf of us all here at Hot Topics, I'm Sureg'ay.
And I'm Rosie.
And I'm Wineboy.
Thank you and good night.